All right, good morning, Fellowship Hi-Crest. It's so good to be with you today. As we do our Jumpstart devotional this morning, we're going to be in 1 Corinthians 10:23 through 11:1. If we're going to be reading the New Living Translation, so if you want to go ahead and get there, I'm going to start reading. It says, "You say, I am allowed to do anything, but not everything is good for you. You say, I am allowed to do anything, but not everything is beneficial for you. Don't be concerned for your own good, but for the good of others. So you may eat meat that is sold in the marketplace without raising questions of conscience. For the earth is the Lord and everything in it. If someone isn't a believer, ask you home for dinner, accept the invitation if you want to. Eat whatever is offered to you without raising questions of conscience. But suppose someone tells you this meat was offered to an idol. Don't eat it out of consideration for the conscience of the one who told you. It might not be a matter of conscience for you, but it is for the other person. For why should my freedom be limited by what someone else thinks? If I can thank God for the food and enjoy it, why should I be condemned for eating it? So whatever you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. Don't give offense to the Jews or Gentiles or the church of God. I too try to please everyone in everything that I do. I don't just do what is best for me. I do what is best for others so that many may be saved. And you should imitate me just as I imitate Christ." All right, so when Paul says in verse 32 to not give offense, he's not saying just keep the peace here. He's saying conduct yourselves in a way that honors God and doesn't push people away from him. By all means, stay true to what God has called you to do, but then find a way to honor the people that are in your life. For example, our teaching team meets and eats a meal together every other week, and all four of us have a significant thing that we either just can't eat because we're allergic to it, it's not part of our diet, or we don't like. And sometimes that makes meals tricky, but we are committed to making sure that everybody gets to eat. We want to do it in a way that we can all enjoy the meal and we all get to participate in it. It also means that sometimes we don't eat things that we could eat. My question today for you is, what is a personal preference that you can set aside to honor someone in your life? Our lives as Christians are all about pointing people back to God and making sure that they feel honored and valued just the way God honors and values us. So sometimes that means that we set aside our personal freedoms and our personal rights and choices to make other people feel honored and valued. So what is a way that you can do that this week? Thanks for joining us today. Continue to power up, pour in, and spill out.